of the grail pieces. I can sense it. As long as it is reforged.
My wish can be fulfilled. Here's how that world came into being. It devoured everything from the past. Only I was left.
Tides of Annihilation is a new hack-and-slash game coming out probably in 2026. The game features an absurd of beautiful visual and graphics, and for the ones that likes fast action adventure game, this one looks sick, with a fast and fluid gameplay, so I'm really excited about this one. The game is being developed by the studio Eclipse Glow Games, and is simply one of the games when I want to play already. It kinda resembles Final Fantasy 15 in some aspects of gameplay, what's really good for me, and if you want to play it too, know that it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and PC. With no release date yet, probably 2026.
Half-baked tricks. Very well. This is your own doing. You're a right pain, aren't you? You'll soon pay.
But you are hunting. Still think you're the hunter?
Ghost of Yotei is the sequel of the acclaimed game Ghost of Tsushima, and now we're going to play in an adventure set over 300 years later. The game is being developed by Sucker Punch Productions, and the players will explore the lands and the surroundings of Yotei, and will see different types of environments through the game, since overgrown areas, to cold and snowy places, all that set in the year 1603, with amazing graphics and a huge open world to explore. The first game was really beautiful, so I believe this one will be even more, but to see it we'll need to wait until some moment of 2025, and it's coming out for PlayStation 5.
Machines falling from the sky. This is our home, our bastion of resistance. We will face our fears head on.
The giant just left orbit, coming in damn hot.
Shut. It doesn't matter who you are, what you've done, or where you came from. We need raiders who can deliver the goods.
Arc Raiders is a new third-person shooter set in the PvPvE style, so it's going to be set in an online universe, where you can play with and against other players. It's being developed by some old developers of the Battlefield series. The studio is Embark Studios, and the game shall be released still in 2025 to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows. Arc Raiders is an upcoming multiplayer, extraction adventure set in a lethal future Earth, ravaged by a mysterious mechanized threat known as Arc. The gameplay looks fluid and fun, with nice and realistic graphics, and shall be one of the biggest games of this style this year. As any other online game in this style, the partnership will be crucial to fight, defend, and explore.
We should head back before it gets dark.
Beware of the machines. And beware of raiders who prey on others. There are no rules out there, so watch your back.
Archeage Chronicles is one of the most beautiful MMORPG games announced and will probably be one of the best games in this style of its year. And it's being developed by the Studio XL Games. Explore Aurora, a vast and vibrant world brimming with rich lore and thrilling action. The gameplay looks really good, involving all types of gameplay, with lot of different weapons, enemies, and environments. So if you like MMORPG games, this is probably one that you need to take a better look, and it'll be coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC, but there's no release date yet.
Kindness. Take the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us.
Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
The Witcher 4 is finally the new adventure of this beloved series. The game is being developed by the studio CD Projekt Red, just like the other games of the series, and is coming out probably in 2026 or later to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows. The series is known for being an extremely immersive and massive RPG series, with hours and hours of content with a lot of quality. This new experience will be set after The Witcher 3, but the difference here is that the protagonist won't be Geralt anymore, but Ciri, an important character of the third game.
It's all right. Lunka! Don't hurt her!
The Blood of the Dawnwalker is the new game by the director of The Witcher 3. He left CD Projekt Red and is now creating a whole new game. The new studio is Rebel Wolves. They promise us to develop a AA game with the quality of a AAA. If you don't know, that's about how much money will be used in the development, and let's be honest, he knows how to make games. It'll be set in immersive open world filled with vampires, and in some moment, the protagonist will be also a half vampire, what makes it even more interesting. The gameplay will be fluid and with a lot of possibilities, and like The Witcher, you choose the destiny of the world by your decisions, what is always interesting when you want to replay the game. It's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows, with no release date yet.
For all of you.
Crimson Desert is a new massive open-world RPG. The game is being developed by Pearl Abyss Studio from the same creators of the MMO Black Desert. Filled with lot of different mechanics and with a fast and brutal combat style, looks like a mix of a action RPG with the gameplay of a hack-and-slash game. For those who enjoy titles like Assassin's Creed series, The Witcher, Zelda, and general action medieval games, I think you're going to enjoy this one, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC in the end of 2025, but with no official release date yet.
A land soaked in blood by the battles of those who seek peace.
There are beings who brought chaos to province. The rifts they have created will return everything to nothingness.
Seeking out my dreaming comrades.
What I can tell you now is that this mission will restore the
Battlefield 6 is finally the new Battlefield game after Battlefield 2042. It's being developed by DICE and some other studios and shall be released in 2025 or 2026 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. Chrono Odyssey is a next-generation action MMORPG. The game features include awe-inspiring visuals powered by Unreal Engine 5, a vast and intricately designed seamless open-world, dynamic action-based combat mechanics based on time manipulation and extensive customization. The game looks extremely beautiful since the graphics to the visual style, with an interesting combat style. It's being developed by the studio Chrono Studio, and it'll be released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and Series S, and Microsoft Windows. If you are a fan of MMORPG games, this one looks really nice, with a ravishing world to explore. Doom: The Dark Ages is a brand new journey of Doom Slayer after Doom Eternal. That was an insane game. Again, it's being developed by ID Software, the studio that brought us the series, and is to this day an insane studio. Doom is a fast-paced FPS game, with the focus in the gameplay, with a very brutal combat and motions. In the game you control Doom Slayer, the only defensor of Earth capable of fighting the demons. Now we're going to explore the medieval era, with new guns, features, enemies, and much more, and of course still with the classic stuff. But to see this new masterpiece we'll need to wait until May 20th, 2025, as the game is coming out for Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC.
It was an ambush. Do what you can. Do not lose her. Tires are out. Proceeding on foot.
Mindseye is a new story game developed by an old Rockstar Games president, Leslie Benzies, so the hype about this game is real, especially cause we can see some features and stuff that remind us of GTA series, like the camera, gameplay, driving and shooting, and more. The studio developed in is Build a Rocket Boy, and it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows, and maybe we'll see it still in 2025. The game will be set in a futurist version of America, with nice graphics, a good gameplay, and a story that seems to be interesting, so I'm really looking forward to see more and play this game.
Remember this. DS! Showtime! I have these gaps. That's just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned. What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story. Wait for me! I'll cover you. All this time you just wanted answers about the tech in your head? Are you kidding?
Forza Horizon 5 is a game that's already available on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, and is now coming out to PlayStation 5. This is probably one of the biggest and most beloved racing series of the last years, and it's always been an Xbox exclusive game, but now no more. The game is coming out to PlayStation 5 in April 29, 2025. The game was developed by Playground Games and released originally in 2021, so if you like the series but plays on PlayStation, now it'll be your chance to try it out. Elden Ring Nightreign is a new game set in the universe of Elden Ring. It's not a sequel, and it's not a DLC, but a game with classic and new Elden Ring stuff, and there will also be things from other games, like bosses, so it looks really fun. It's going to be set in a sort of roguelike system, with some features of a battle royale even, but only against normal enemies, not players, but you'll be able to play with your friends in a co-op adventure. The game is being developed by From Software, and experience is going to be similar in the gameplay with the original Elden Ring, but the structure will be totally different. If you like the gameplay of Elden Ring and wanted to play more with your friends, I think you'll like it, but it won't please all fans of Elden Ring in my opinion. But will be interesting to see things from other games and also new things in this new Elden Ring. It's coming out in May 30th, 2025 to PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows.
Little pillager, bent on sacking the lands of gold. I will swat away any and all.
They hurt you pretty bad, didn't they? I haven't seen you this scarred since last September.
Come on, move it! Get out of my way, jerk!
Maybe I overreacted a bit too much.
Wreckfest 2 is an extreme realistic racing game with an unbelievable destruction level of the cars and scenarios. The game is being developed by the studio Bugbear and is coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and for Windows it's already available but in the early access with just a little bit of content, but it's already really fun to play, but the final version has no release date yet. Ready for mayhem? Wreckfest is back, offering the best in full contact racing with unrivaled destruction. Witness head-to-head battles as you tear apart rival vehicles bit by bit. Powered by the enhanced physics engine developed by the creators of Wreckfest and Flatout.
M-O-V-E! Move it! You take their pieces! Throw it up! Oh, feels like something came out between the seat. Ah.
Screams drawing me in. Better use the pendulum.
The Occultist is a new horror game that looks really interesting. It's being developed by the studio Dawnwalker and shall be released in some moment of 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows. The game is set in a dark and atmospheric universe, and the gameplay shall mix realistic graphics and a first-person camera, a true survival horror experience, with hide-and-sneak mechanics, with good characters, puzzles and an immersive soundtrack. Images are engraved in my mind that would make any man tremble in fear, but I am not just any man. I am the Occultist. Accompany Alan Rebels on his most terrifying occult investigation yet in this spine-chilling horror experience. If you like survival horror games, this looks interesting.
Our limitations as human beings prevent us from really seeing what is there.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It is not forgiving. To be deceived do not exist among us. Do you wish to commit yourself?
Mafia the Old Country is the fourth game of an acclaimed and beloved series. I mean, the third game is not that beloved, but there are some fans of it too. The game is being developed by the studio Hangar 13, the studio responsible for Mafia 3. As I said, it's not the most beloved game, but they also did Mafia 1 Remake. That's an excellent game, and now it'll be their new chance of creating a good story. The game will be released in 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and Windows. It'll be set before of the other games in the start of 20th century and promises to be a game with a great storytelling like the first two games.
Repeat these words.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
Yourself. Your life. To this family.
Flesh must burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath.
Born of its raging expanse. They said he emerged out of the night, that he came out of the fright wastelands, shaped by depraved thoughts. A shadow followed him, riding on a horse as big as a dragon. His sword ablaze.
The Night Wanderer is an action RPG in the Souls-like style set in a unique world. The game promises to have a good and immersive story, and also scenarios, with a beautiful graphic style. It's being developed by Mighty Koi, and in the game we'll play as Vuko, an elite soldier, and must find out what happened to a lost expedition headed for a mysterious, fantastical planet of medieval-like Midgard. The game features breathtaking graphics and environments, at least for what we can see of it so far, but to see the final version of the game we'll need to wait until it's out. But for now we don't have the release date, but it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Microsoft Windows, and Xbox Series X and S.
It always comes back to this. This world. This moment. This choice.
Saros is a new game developed by the studio of Returnal, the studio Housemarque. The game is going to be a 3D roguelike just like Returnal was. In the first trailer we can't see much of the game, but the graphics looks really good. If you played Returnal, you know that it's a fast and fluid game with a lot of possibilities and enemies and set in that style known as bullet hell, and this one promises to follow the same style. Despite we didn't see any gameplay yet, in the end of the trailer we can see in the eye of the character a lot of bullets coming in his direction, making it clear that it'll be a bullet hell game style. It's coming out to PS5 only, in 2026.
But after every death, I always come back stronger. And I will find you.
Let's see your best then, eh?
Swordplay is a game of strength.
Onimusha Way of the Sword is the new game of a classic and acclaimed series. It's a hack-and-slash game with some RPG mechanics. The old ones are really good and immersive, with an interesting and unique story and storytelling. The game is being developed by Capcom. It will be set in a medieval Japan, mixing reality with fantasy, with a fast and stylish combat style. And if you didn't know the series, I recommend you to play the classic games. They're really good even to this day. I'm looking forward to play this new game of the series, and it all looks so beautiful. Look at these graphics, bro. Insane, isn't? And the game is coming out in 2026 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows.
And you can bring as many friends as you want.
Not good.
Let's see your best then, eh?
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam, and to the G8V Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on.
Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own, especially within the UCA. Bridge is no longer overseas.
Death Stranding 2 is the sequel of the first Death Stranding, a very original game by the way. The game is obviously being developed by Kojima Studios, so prepare for a crazy and immersive story. The core of the game will be almost the same for what we know, but we'll obviously see some new features. After connecting everyone in the first game, we'll see the consequences of this deed in this game, and also explore a whole new area as we deliver and connect other people. The first game was once an exclusive of PS4, but today we can also play on Xbox Series or PC, as it's now a Kojima's game, and not Sony's anymore. Death Stranding 2 is coming in June 26, 2025, only on PlayStation 5, but I believe it's going to be released on PC and Xbox in the future.
A world divided
made whole. With a few... The UCA's precursor, the United States of America, had a prominent gun culture. A distinctly American philosophy, and one which would appear to have spread to this continent.